My name is Sebastian Bates. I am the head instructor and founder of the Warrior Academy. The Warrior Academy is a martial arts organisation that specialises in the development of character in young people. And what that means is that we radically transform a child's life by focusing on developing their confidence, conduct and concentration. Before I came to KPI, I think the business had kind of reached a point where we were struggling in lots of different areas. We were doing really well, and by any means it was a great success, but we had kind of plateaued. I've read a lot of Daniel's stuff for the last 10 years, and then I went along to one of the Influence and Assets events. Discovered that there was a 20-minute strategy session with Daniel that I could go to, which I did. Had a good chat with Daniel there, and basically said to him, if I do go along with the course, what's the next year going to look like? And that's, the vision that he had was very in line with what I wanted, and it's overperformed with what he said. I think in the martial arts industry, when you're teaching young people, it's very hard to separate yourselves from a lot of the other clubs out there. So one of the biggest things we did by working on our profile, developing partnerships and improving our pitch was to do that, and also to move from a service to kind of productizing what we were offering. I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me was this element of accountability, which you get in the KPI program. It's great, you can read books at home and do that sort of stuff and try and self-learn, but when you've got 5 other people in your team who are going through the same thing and you're having to be accountable to each other, that really accelerates your growth and your development. So one of the biggest insights that I had was about the product ecosystem, and really focusing on the journey our customer goes through from when they first hear about us all the way through to when they become a member. And then for us, most of our students stay with us over 6 years. So we've got a black belt journey that we call it, that our customers go on, and eventually ends up with them having a career with us. So in terms of the mentors, the quality of teaching is amazing. That's something I've never experienced before either. You've got this room of driven entrepreneurs, lots and lots of questions coming from them, and there's not a single question they're fazed by. They've been there and they've done that, and they've got a system in place to help guide you along on the 9 months. And so biggest wins for us would be becoming a bestseller on Amazon. That became a bestseller, which is amazing. Another great win would be we were voted top 5 in the UK for activities for children, not just in martial arts, but all clubs. I remember when I was developing my pitch for the first time, I sat down and I had to fill in what would be a great vision for the business. And I couldn't think of what to write. I was this is part of the plateau issue I had. What could be a big goal for us? I just put, take the Warrior Academy global. And now, a year on, we're now a global organisation with 2,000 students around the world. So the retention of our students has improved from about 40% used to drop out, now only about 15% drop out. So, the customer journey, the experience our members are getting is obviously improving. We used to offer month frees all the time, and everything was free for our students when they first heard about us. And now we've sort of doubled our prices. So there's a lot of value now, and we've added a lot of value into what we offer, which is amazing, and that's gone through the product section. In terms of partnerships, we've implemented so many different partnerships, from photography companies to videographers to ambassadors. We partner with our parents as well, who really influence our program. But what I'd like to do over the next 6 to 12 months is to inspire our students that they can make a global impact. So that's one of the biggest lessons I think we can pass on to young people. And so we're doing that through donations with every single transaction. We partner with B1G1 to do that, which is quite inspiring for our students. And so our goal there is to impact 100,000 lives. The amount of feedback we've gotten, testimonies we've had from parents has been absolutely mind-blowing. It's amazing for us to make an impact in the community. And community is step 1 of our methodology for developing character. So one of the things we've done is we partner with a children's hospice called Julia's House, where we provide year-long scholarships to children who are siblings of children who are terminally ill. It's often a time in their lives where the family needs a lot of support, so that's when we try and help. We've also developed confidence scholarships for children who are being bullied. It's another sort of 3-month scholarship that we do for free for children in the community, which has been amazing. Another thing we do is we partner with the British Army and the British military. Actually, we signed the pledge to the Covenant, which basically means we publicly support the military. We help families integrate into the community. We again provide scholarships to military families to help them. So there's so many different things we do to help give back to the community. And then again, we teach our students that they should be doing this as they grow older, and that they can make a global impact. So I think it's inspiring students by planting those seeds, from a young age, which is exactly what we're all about. Would I recommend entrepreneurs and business owners to do the KPI program? Definitely. it's not just a case of having one mentor. You've got some of the best mentors in the world teaching you. And then the second I stepped into the KPI course, I was in the amazing accountability group where I had another 5 mentors. So there's this really close-knit community, and without a doubt the KPI program will transform your life and the lives of your employees and those who touch your business. I think you can look at the KPI program as a business accelerator, but the truth is it's going to accelerate you as a person just as much. So when I look at it, I look at how I was like a year ago, just before this course, I can see that there's so much personal development going into that. The confidence, I think your pitch develops, and the amount of times you've got to go out of your comfort zone in order to do that just transforms you. So, so many personal wins alongside the business wins.